Viewers, good evening. The largest human gathering, the Mahakumbh, will conclude in the next 2 days. As we speak, the air is thick with reverence, unity, and an unshakable spirit that has drawn over 63 crore souls to the sacred confluence in Prayagraj. Viewers, this isn't just a number, it's a testament to faith, a living, breathing river of humanity that has flowed beyond the boundaries of caste, class and creed. From the humblest farmer with heart full of bhakti to the urban professional with a heart full of yearning, from the saffron-clad sadhu to the curious child clinging to a mother's hand, Kumbh has embraced them all. Viewers, at the Mahakumbh, the artificial divisions of society dissolve like mist before the morning sun. The holy day, viewers, isn't just a ritual. It's a quiet rebellion against a world that thrives on separation, a moment where every soul stands equal before the divine. And yet, viewers, even as this sacred tide swells with devotion, there are voices shrill, persistent and hollow that seek to slander it. They call it backward. They mock its sanctity. They twist its meaning to fit their narrow agendas. This isn't new, viewers. It's the same tired echo of a slave mentality that Prime Minister Modi so fiercely condemned. A mindset that recoils at the sight of a tradition too vast, too rooted, viewers, to be tamed by their cynicism. Viewers, Yogi Adityanath's words ring true when he said there's a vulture ecosystem. That's the word he used, vulture ecosystem, circling, waiting to pick apart the Mahakumbh's purity for scraps of relevance. Viewers, the ecosystem sneered at the millions who covered miles to reach the Kumbh, not because they understand faith, but because they fear its power. Viewers, just look at the numbers, 63 crore strong. That's not a crowd, that's a civilization answering a call older than time. Every dip in these icy waters in Triveni Sangam is a slap to the face of ecosystem's fakery. Every prayer chanted a rejection of their lies. Viewers, the slander show has flopped spectacularly. It's stripped, torn apart by the sheer weight and magnitude of devotion. The Mahakumbh isn't just an event. It's a mirror held up to a fractured world, showing what unity looks like when the heart leads the way. Let the naysayers, viewers, scream. Their nose is drowned by the silent roar of millions who found something eternal here. This is the Kumbh, unbowed, unbroken, and viewers, undeniably alive. The ecosystem can say what it wants, but the Mahakumbh will drown everything that is negative, like it has over the centuries.
गुलामी की मानसिकता से गिरे हुए लोग हमारे मत, मान्यताओं और मंदिरों पर, हमारे संत, संस्कृति और सिद्धांतों पर हमला करते रहते हैं। ये जंगल राज वाले महाकुंभ को ही गाली दे रहे हैं। महाकुंभ को लेकर भद्दी भद्दी बातें कर रहे हैं। राम मंदिर से चिढ़ने वाले लोग महाकुंभ को भी कोसने का कोई मौका नहीं छोड़ रहे हैं।
किसी ने सच कहा कि महाकुंभ में जिसने जो तलाशा उसको वह मिला। गिद्धों को केवल घास मिली, सूअरों को गंदगी मिली, श्रद्धालुओं को साफ सुथरी व्यवस्था मिली, पर्यटकों को अव्यवस्था मिली, सद्भावना वाले लोगों को जाति रहित व्यवस्था मिली, भक्तों को भगवान मिले। सोशलिस्ट समाजवादी जब अंतिम पायदान पर खड़ा होता तब उसे धर्म की याद आती है।
You heard the reactions. Let's open this up. Sanju Verma, the national spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Kamruzaman Chaudhary, political analyst. Sumaiya Rana, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Chitranjan Gagan, spokesperson of the Rashtriya Janata Dal. Tausif Ahmed, advocate and analyst. Dr. Anand Ranganathan needs no introduction. He completes the panel. Kamruzaman Chaudhary ji. In 2 days from now, the Mahakumbh will conclude, sir. Look at the numbers today, 63 crores. बहुत बुरा लग रहा होगा आपको. क्या कुछ नहीं बोला आप लोगों ने, फिर भी इतने लोग चले गए.
अरे प्रणेश जी, आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड. बुरा क्यों लगेगा भाई, ये तो आस्था का मैटर है. पूरा देशवासी है, एक होकर एक स्पिरिचुअलिटी की तरफ वी आर मूविंग. इट्स ए गुड थिंग फॉर इंडिया. इट्स ए गुड थिंग फॉर इंडियन सिविलाइजेशन, इंडियन कल्चर. I don't see anything wrong that 60 crore people have visited the Mahakumbh. But the point is that the way the RSS and the BJP ecosystem is using this Mahakumbh to politicize, to try and create a division in the society is completely condemnable. Whether you have got any logic in a 144-year cycle, or whether it is the people going out with the fear of missing out, FOMO that we call, or whether the arrangements that we have seen how the Yogi government and the Modi administration has failed totally in arranging for the Kumbh pilgrims out there. The number of deaths they could not count, but they were able to count the 60 crore people visiting the Kumbh. Pranesh, the basic point out here is don't try to link Hindu religion with your narrow narrative of a Hindu nationalism. These are two very things that is apart. Basic issue is the people are facing dire straits when visiting the Mahakumbh. The arrangements are below par. People have experienced tremendous difficulties.
Right.
Even there were multiple fires during the Kumbh. The arrangements for the train yatris have been dismal. But still then you want to say that Yogi administration has made a tremendous effort in arranging the Kumbh.
Right.
I feel it is a disaster on the part of the Mahakumbh authorities to even take a mention of Yogi administration in the arrangements they've made.
I'll tell you, sir, what a disaster is.
Crores.
I'll tell you, Kamruzaman ji, मैं अभी एक disaster बताता. I was taking notes. You know, I take everything you say seriously. You don't. That's the problem. आपने बोला RSS mobilization. Now you are crediting the RSS for this mobilization of 63 crore people. Then you are questioning the logic of this 140-year-old cycle of Mahakumbh. You've also brought in the Gen Z lingo. FOMO बोल दिया आपने. People who are going there out of FOMO, fear of missing out. Then you've injected the Hindu nationalism into this narrative. Have you heard the name D.K. Shivkumar, sir? Is a Congress leader, just in case you don't know. He had gone there, unlike you, who haven't been to the Mahakumbh. You know what D.K. Shivkumar said? The arrangements are excellent. I don't know who gives you this report that you come and read every night on television. Maybe, you know, given by the close team that works with Rahul Gandhi, because Rahul Gandhi hasn't gone. So he may not know. Ask D.K. Shivkumar. What is the ground situation? But in any case,
Pranesh,
no, sir, I'll tell you, even if you, Kamruzaman ji,
44-year cycle. Which Puranas
D.K. Shivkumar did not take a dip in river Nile. He went to the Triveni Sangam. Kamruzaman ji, what are you saying? Let me bring in Sumaiya Rana. Sumaiya Rana, Samajwadi Party leaders have said a lot of things, yet Akhilesh Yadav had to go. Yogi Adityanath said, you know, he was forced to go. Today he said that all those people who've done vulture politics and demeaned Mahakumbh will be dealt with, consequences will follow. Will you now at least concede that this is a congregation of Astha?
Now the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh will decide that opposition is doing a vulture politics. जबकि जो नियति है भारतीय जनता पार्टी की शुरू से, उसमें साफ वो चीजें नजर आती हैं जिसका इल्जाम वो ऑपोजिशन पर लगा रहे हैं, जिस तरीके की बात कर रहे हैं. अगर आप देखिए ना शुरू से कि जिस तरीके का वो एक एडवर्टाइजमेंट कर रहे थे अपने अरेंजमेंट्स का महाकुंभ के लिए, तो वो फेल हो गया. जब भगदड़ मची, उनकी असलियत सामने आई, लोग परेशान हुए. चलिए हम उसको भी मान लेते हैं कि इतना बड़ा जहां पर जमावड़ा होगा, जहां इतने सारे श्रद्धालु होंगे, इकट्ठा होंगे, एक बड़ी भीड़, बहुत ज्यादा बड़ी भीड़, और उसके बाद उसमें हो जाती हैं चीजें, लेकिन उसके बाद उसका ठीकरा एक पर्टिकुलर लोगों पर थोपना, अपने फेलियर को दूसरों के ऊपर डालना, यानी जो अच्छा हो रहा है इट इज अप टू बीजेपी गवर्नमेंट, और जो खराब हो रहा है वो अपोजिशन करा रहा है। तो ये सारी चीजें बचकानी हरकतें उत्तर प्रदेश के मुख्यमंत्री के ऊपर अच्छी नहीं लग रही थी।
मैं आपको
और जिस तरीके की भाषा शैली का इस्तेमाल पिछले कई दिनों से
भाषा शैली
मुख्यमंत्री जी कर रहे हैं,
अच्छा याद
मुझे
दिलाया
लगता है
आपने
कि वो
सुमैया
अपनी,
राणा जी। यू नो, लेट्स टॉक अबाउट द लैंग्वेज इन द डिस्कोर्स। आई एम ग्लैड यू ब्रॉट इट अप। आपको पता है आपकी पार्टी ने योगी आदित्यनाथ, उन्होंने जब डुबकी लगाई तो क्या कहा उनके बारे में, किस शब्द का प्रयोग किया पता है आपको, या मैं याद दिलाऊं? छपरी कहा था उन्होंने, छपरी। यह भाषा की मर्यादा। But I want to talk about the report that your leader Akhilesh Yadav was talking about. He was talking about one Harvard report. Have you ma'am cared to, have you, Sumaiya ji, have you cared to see that Harvard report that your leader was talking about? Sumaiya ji, आपने Harvard report पढ़ी है?
भाषा बरसाई जाए तो जो जैसा बोएगा उसको वैसे ही काटना है।
अच्छा, तो आप जस्टिफाई कर रहे हैं छपरी, कोई बात नहीं, हार्वर्ड पे चलते हैं, थोड़ा हायर एजुकेशन पे चलते हैं। हार्वर्ड रिपोर्ट पढ़ी है मैम आपने? ये 2013 की हार्वर्ड रिपोर्ट जो अखिलेश जी बोल रहे हैं कि मैं कॉपी भिजवा दूंगा सबको।
देखिए मैं आपसे क्या कहना चाह रही हूं, मेरी आप बात सुनिए। अभी आप मुझसे ये पूछ रहे थे कि कुंभ के ऊपर ये वल्चर पॉलिटिक्स चीफ मिनिस्टर बोल रहे हैं, क्या उन्होंने एक बार भी अपनी जो उनसे गलतियां हुई, जो उनका एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव जो इनका लॉस था, वो उन्होंने उसके बारे में कोई चर्चा की?
बिल्कुल चर्चा की, एक पैनल बना दिया, मैम, जुडिशियल पैनल बना दिया उसी दिन। दैट पैनल इज इन्वेस्टिगेटिंग। नाउ वी आर नॉट इन द बिजनेस ऑफ जंपिंग the gun. Let the probe happen.
Don't justify this. आप सुनिए, मेरी बात
सुनिए। Who has
सुनिए।
justified the death of innocents? Who has justified? No, I want to ask you about this Harvard report. Without wasting time, ma'am. Should I read out the first para? It says there were disasters including drowning, fire, stampedes, both on and off the premises. But the scale was small relative to the size of the event and the existing context of Indian railways. अभी आगे और भी है. It's a long report, ma'am. The lack of coordinated triage and dispersal resulted in all patients arriving at the nearest tertiary facility since the government had instructed the hospital that no one be turned away. Less acute cases often blocked up the hospital beds, and sicker patients arriving later had to be sent forth to more distant hospitals. ये देखिए, this is what the Harvard report talks about what happened under the Samajwadi Party government. I just wanted to give context because, you know, you see there's a lot of propaganda that's floating around. I now want to bring in the RJD spokesperson, Chittaranjan Gagan. सर, यहां पे कौन सा भेदभाव हो रहा है सर? कोई डिस्क्रिमिनेशन चल रहा है महाकुंभ में?
नहीं, प्रणेश जी, अभी आप सुना रहे थे, माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का भाषण सुना रहे थे। बड़ा अफसोस होता है कि देश का प्रधानमंत्री इस स्तर की भाषा और ऐसी राजनीति, घटिया राजनीति करे। लग रहा है जैसे कि जब से मोदी जी की सरकार बनी है उसके पहले इस देश में सनातन था ही नहीं। जैसे उन लोगों को कहना है कि भाई जैसे भगवान हैं और देश की आजादी भी लोग 2014 के बाद मानते हैं। तो ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे कि कुंभ जो है, महाकुंभ, या पहली बार हुआ हो, कोई यह पहला आयोजन हुआ हो, सनातन कोई इनके आने के बाद सनातन आई हो, ऐसी बात करते हैं। सनातन आदि अनादि काल से सनातन चला आ रहा है, लेकिन किसी ने जो सही में सनातनी है इस ढंग से कम झूठ तो नहीं है।
नहीं, तो एक बात बताइए चित्ररंजन जी,
में नहीं सुनिए,
जो सही में सनातनी है ये कौन डिसाइड करेंगे? नहीं, ये कौन डिसाइड करेंगे? आरजेडी डिसाइड करेगी? आपको सनातन, आप बोल रहे हैं कि कौन सही सनातनी है? सनातन को एड्स, लेप्रेसी, डेंगू बोलना, क्या ये सनातन धर्म का ये क्या है, अपमान नहीं है?
नहीं, परनेश जी, मैं यह प्रधानमंत्री हैं, अब यह जो राम मंदिर बनाने में इनकी क्या भूमिका रही? क्या भूमिका रही इसमें राम मंदिर बनाने में? राम मंदिर का नाम जपते हैं, क्या इनकी भूमिका रही? यह कुंभ जो हुआ, कुंभ में इनका
मैं बता देता हूं सर, मैं बता देता हूं क्या भूमिका रही, वो तो जनता ने जवाब दे दिया इलेक्शन में। मैं आपको बोलता हूं, आपके जो नेता हैं, सुनिए, आपके जो बड़े नेता हैं लालू प्रसाद यादव जी, उनसे कुंभ के बारे में पूछा गया। चितरंजन जी सुनिए मेरी बात, उन्होंने कहा कुंभ फालतू है, वो असली सनातनी है लालू जी, कुंभ को फालतू बोल रहे हैं।
जवाब सुन लीजिए। भाजपा जो है सो इस विद्या में पारंगत है, वह जो है सो बात को ट्विस्ट करने का। लालू जी ने सवाल उठाया था व्यवस्था पर, आखिर इतने लोगों की मृत्यु हुई, वहां पर भगदड़ मचा, ट्रेन में वहां पर दिल्ली जंक्शन पे इतने लोग मरे, कई पंडालों में आग लगा, इतनी बड़ी दुर्घटनाएं हो रही है।
आपकी सारी बातें सही है, आप इस पे सवाल उठाइए, आप कुंभ को फालतू कैसे बोल सकते हैं?
और आस्था
संजू वर्मा,
आप अपनी नाकामी को आस्था से क्यों जोड़ रहे हैं?
संजू वर्मा,
आप अपनी
respond to what you've heard so far.
Thank you, Pranesh. First and foremost, let me make one thing very, very clear. You know, people who sit here and wax eloquent about, अरे महाकुंभ में तो गंदगी होती है. You know, this is just sewage water. This is filth. You know, and I see a lot of so-called educated people who are tarnishing and maligning the Yogi government, the Modi government. They spare no opportunity to take pot shots at Sanatan Dharma. But the moot point is this. पहले तो आंकड़ों पर बात करते हैं. Because you know, they say that data usually never lies. जो आप लोग बार बार कहते हो that you know, what's the big deal about Mahakumbh? Mahakumbh में अब तक 63 crore people have participated in the world's largest spiritual gathering. 63 crore means more than 10 times the population of Italy, more than 9 times the population of United Kingdom, more than 8 times the population of Germany, and more than 2 times the population of the United States of America. So the first point I want to make is that this kind of gathering, and that too seamlessly, barring 1 or 2 unfortunate incidents, is absolutely applaud worthy. The second point I want to make, you know, यहां बैठकर आप मोदी सरकार को भाषण देते हैं। मैं समाजवादी पार्टी की प्रवक्ता को याद दिलाना चाहूंगी, and I will never get tired of bringing this up. More than 36 people died in the Kumbh in 2013, and आज तक ये नहीं पता पड़ा कि 1954 में जो कुंभ हुआ था नेहरू जी की नाक के तले, BBC says more than 350 people died, The Guardian says more than 700 people died, more than 4,000 went missing, and more than 80,000 were displaced permanently. You know, they never made it back to their home and hearth. But let's come to the moot point. RJD के प्रवक्ता को बोलना चाहूंगी कि 2005 में सतारा में महाराष्ट्र में टेंपल स्टैम्पीड हुआ था, लालू यादव के मुंह में तब फेविकॉल जम गया था। 2008 में बिलासपुर में हिमाचल प्रदेश में नैना देवी टेंपल में स्टैम्पीड हुआ था, लालू यादव के मुंह में फेविकॉल जम गया था। 2011 में 106 से ज्यादा लोगों की मौत हो गई थी, सबरीमाला टेंपल में स्टैम्पीड हुआ था, लालू यादव और अखिलेश यादव के मुंह में फेविकॉल जम गया था। और लेट मी जस्ट लास्ट 10 seconds, Pranesh, people who say that, oh, you know, temple stampedes are commonplace, but बाकी तो ग्लोब में कभी कुछ खराब हुआ ही नहीं। तो very quickly in 10 seconds, 1990, stampede at Mina, 8 kilometers from Mecca, more than 1,426 people dead. 2006, the Hajj stampede at Mecca, more than 346 people dead. 2015, Hajj stampede, more than 2,400 people dead. And in 2024...
No, the fundamental point is, viewers, whenever human lives are lost, people have a right to question the government. But question the government, don't slander faith or festivals like these. Go after the Yogi government. You can call him names. You know, ask for accountability, ask him, you know, to set a deadline, time frame within which a probe is completed. But you can't call Kumbh faltu, dead bodies floating in the Ganga, etc., etc. Dr. Ranganathan, FOMO, people have gone to Kumbh, 63 crore people, out of FOMO. What is the logic behind this 144 years cycle?
Good evening, Pranesh, and good evening to my fellow panelists. Look, I think there are two issues here that have cropped up since yesterday, of politics and science. And as I say, never mix politics and science, for then all what you would end up with is political science. No, but firstly, let me talk about politics and let me congratulate Yogi Adityanath and everyone involved in the organization of the Mahakumbh. It is spectacular. I repeat, spectacular. 630 million Indians have taken the holy dip at Prayagraj, twice the population of USA, and still some people are abusing Mahakumbh, calling it Mrityu Kumbh, and worse, outraging why a secular state is spending so much on Hindu festival. Do they even realize the enormity of their illogic? Let me explain. Twice the entire population of USA visiting a tiny river bank in the space of a month. Pranesh, can even one USA run without the means to manage it? UP government is spending 7,000 crores on the event, on police, security, crowd control, law and order, habitation, infrastructure for the pilgrims. In return, Kumbh has already generated 3 lakh crore revenue, created 12 lakh jobs, irrespective of the fact that government spend money and resources on all religious and community festivals and gatherings, including the yearly Tablighi Ijtima gatherings attending by tens of millions of Muslims. The money spent by the state on Kumbh is a pittance compared to the money, billions it leeches off through the control of 110,000 Hindu temples. Return that money before you outrage on the government spending money on providing security and infra for Hindu festival. You can have the state and the government give Hajj subsidy for decades, use taxpayers' money to host grand iftar parties, plunder state coffers to pay monthly salaries to thousands of Maulvis, ask the government-run UGC to completely fund minority institutions that keep 50% seat reserved for Christians and minorities, step in to overturn a Supreme Court judgment just to appease the Muslims, leech thousands of crores preferentially from Hindu temples, sell off and control thousands of acres of Hindu temple land, spend hundreds of crores of taxpayers' money for the Kartarpur corridor, run madrasas, and still be secular. But the moment you spend a fraction on Kumbh, you turn communal. Now to the second issue, it's equally important. Look, Pranesh, faith can move mountains, but not facts. And facts do not care for either emotion or devotion. Are the facts important? That depends only on your outlook. The truth is, as I said, more than 500 million Indians have taken bath in a kilometer of river front in Prayagraj this month. Can you imagine what that means? Science is vital for the welfare and well-being of these Indians. As scientists, one has a responsibility to care for these lives. Otherwise, why do science? Now let me explain very briefly. Give you the facts. The acceptable level of coliform fecal bacteria is 2,500 mpn or CFU, call them units per 100 ml of river water. The Central Pollution Board, which is a central government-run enterprise, found on multiple occasions and locations the level to be 10 times that. 25,000 units. On 13 January, fecal coliform concentrations at Sringverpur Ghat were 23,000 units. At Dida Ghat, they were 33,000 units. A week later, on 20th January, the total coliform count at sacred Sangam area surged to 700,000 units per 100 ml. Is that worrying? Yes, it is. This means that the water isn't even fit for bathing, leave aside drinking, for which the fecal coliform level should be 0.01 units per 100 ml. To give you perspective, few months ago, the fecal coliform levels in River Thames in London reached 2,500 units and all hell broke loose. The matter was discussed in the UK Parliament for more than a week. Many events on the riverfront were cancelled and we Delhiites were amused. You know why? Just 30 seconds. Do you know the coliform levels in River Yamuna as it exits Delhi, Pranesh? Hold your breath and step back. 2,500 units is the acceptable level. In River Yamuna, it is 79 million units. Now you can have the faith and drink that water and take bath in it, but as a responsible government and a responsible citizen, should you allow people to do that? That's the question we should be asking, and the answer is no.
Kamruzaman Chaudhary ji, I'll come to you. Let me quickly bring in Tausif Ahmed. Tausif, Mamta said this is Mrityu Kumbh. Do you think this 63 crore people went there to die, but somehow, could not or came out alive?
No, Mamata Banerjee is exposing the ill arrangement, misarrangement of the Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister. The Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister is solely responsible for the arrangements, security arrangements and all arrangements of all the convenience, so that all the Shraddhalus who are going to attend the Mahakumbh, who are going to take dip in the Sangam, they should not face any inconvenience. They should not face any injury. They should not die. Because everyone, family, want their loved one to take dip in Sangam and come back home. But unfortunately, that was not the case. Mamata Banerjee has called spade a spade. So many Shraddhalu from West Bengal went to Prayagraj, and their dead bodies came back. And there was no post-mortem on the dead bodies. The Bengal government had to do the post-mortem here in Bengal, and that's why she has raised the question.
You know, the less said, the better about the Bengal government, because, you know, I just want to, you're talking about post-mortem. Remember the RG Tor case? The victim's family have been running from pillar to post over the last 7 months for a death certificate, Tausif. You're talking about doing post-mortem? Ask those questions. Why are you calling Kumbh Mrityu Kumbh? Would you say, you know, would you say anything remotely close to this about any other festival of other faith? You will not. Then why do this? That's the question.
Parvesh, first of all, you interrupted my chain of thought. You never interrupted Ranganathan. You gave him uninterrupted 4 to 5 minutes. But 60 seconds I spoke and you interrupted me just to stop, just to disturb, just to stop my chain of thought. I was going to address each and every lies, each and every propaganda that Ranganathan and another BJP spokesperson has said. And you are interrupting me. This is very unfair. Please do not do that. Now let us come to Ranganathan comparing apple with oranges. First of all, no one is objecting to state treasury spending money on for the arrangement of Kumbh, because the nation is collecting money from the people. People who are attending Kumbh, they are paying from their own pocket. The government also has responsibility to provide safe water, but clean water, to see that the sewerage water is not allowed to mix up with the Sangam water. And the Pollution Control Board, which is under the BJP government, they are filing their report before the National Green Tribunal of the Uttar Pradesh. The officers or whom are appointed by the BJP government of Uttar Pradesh and central BJP government. They are reporting, they are filing reports that the water here is not even fit to bathe, leave aside drink it. And on the contrary, just to prove his own point, the chief minister is saying that this water is fit to drink. Why is he misleading? Why is he telling lies? Just own up to it. You have a responsibility.
Okay, Sanju Verma, answer that question.
There is no human.
This chain of thought, Tausif, I'll come to that separately. Dr. Ranganathan, let the BJP spokesperson first answer that.
Okay. On a lighter note, I agree with Tausif on at least one thing, that yes, Mr. Ranganathan was given uninterrupted time to speak. But on a more serious note, let me just rebut Tausif's allegations. Tausif, the point is simply this, that when, I repeat, Pranesh, when in 1990, 1,426 people died at the Hajj celebrations at Mecca, or in 2006, when 346 people died at the Hajj celebrations in Mecca, or in 2015, when 2,400 people died at the Hajj celebrations in Mecca, or as recently as in 2024, when 1,310 people died only due to sweltering heat at the Hajj celebrations in Mecca. क्या तकलीफ थी कि ममता बनर्जी कंज्यूम्ड फेविकॉल इन होलसेल एक बार भी जो श्रद्धालु हज तीरथ के दौरान मक्का में उनकी जान गई, उनके बारे में ममता बनर्जी ने क्यों आंसू नहीं बहाए? Why all this lecturing, all this भाषण only for the श्रद्धालुs who died at Kumbh? That is my point number one. Point number two, be it the Malda riots of 2016, the Boshirat riots of 2017, the Asansol riots of 2018, the Bhagavia riots of 2019, the Jadavpur riots of 2020, the Sitakulchi riots of 2021, the post-Pura violence of 2021 and 2022, or the post-Panchayatpur violence of 2023. Mamata Banerjee's dispensation, most of the violence is because she is Hindu-phobic. She has not allowed people to even celebrate Ram Navami and Hanuman Jayanti with pomp and gaiety.
No, that's because, the permission is sometimes denied because the Mamata administration, Mamata administration fears for safety of the devotees. You see, it is done in that larger interest. But Dr. Ranganathan, respond to what Tausif was saying, if you got his chain of thought.
Even there are two Sasta Ovaisis on your panel right now. One is Sasta Akbaruddin Owaisi, the other is Sasta Asaduddin Owaisi. I leave it to your viewers to decide which one is which. Now, talking about chain of thought, se kuch yaad aaya. Even an ungreased bicycle chain screeches less than Tausif Ahmed. What is he talking about? When I say in a very simple mechanism, very simple words, you have a festival, a religious festival. Some people die in that religious festival. That religious festival is branded a festival of death, right? Now, a very simple question to Tausif. Does he care about whether that festival is Hindu festival or Muslim festival? If that festival was a Muslim festival, would he also call that festival festival of death? इतने अगर औकात है बोलने की, अगर मतलब थोड़ा सेंस है, चेन ऑफ थॉट है, तो इसका जवाब दे दो तौसीफ अहमद. डोंट बी लाइक अ लेमिंग. हिम्मत है तो बोलो.
Tausif will respond. Tausif will respond.
I will respond. Ranganathan is saying that there are Sasta Owaisi brothers on the panel. I think Ranganathan is the Sasta Rakhi Sawant who will just go on saying anything just to grab the attention, just to get maximum footage, maximum on-air time. Now look at the comparison he was making. He was comparing
He's
apple
asking you
with
a direct
oranges.
question.
He was saying
Look, Tausif,
that
Tausif, 1 minute. Sorry to break your chain of thoughts again. The reason I have to do this is because, 1 minute, sir, 1 minute. I have to get the train on track. Chain of thought, to theek hai. I have to get the train on track. That is important. Answer the question he's asking. Would Mamata Banerjee or senior leaders of the TMC dare to use this kind of language against any other religion?
First of all, Mamata Banerjee or the people of India are not paying taxes to Mohammed bin Salman. We are all paying taxes to the government of India and the government of the state. We are concerned about the arrangements that this government is making here. Therefore, we will ask questions, and no one. No
Ask questions.
Like
all questions are welcome, Tausif. Why call Kumbh Mrityu Kumbh?
Can stop me?
Why call Kumbh Mrityu Kumbh? That's the point. No one is saying don't ask questions. Ask all the questions. But answer this question first. Would you dare to call or use this language against any other festival? ये छोटा सा सीधा सवाल है. Dr. Ranganathan is saying something.
तौसीफ, आपने घर वापसी कब से कर ली? उम्मा का थोड़ा चिंता करो. 98 of your fellow brethren died in that festival. कुछ तो बोलो. 98 Indian
you
died.
You guys are heckling on TV. No, the channel teaming up with the anchor teaming up with Ranganathan and heckling me. You have asked me a question. Be patient. I will first address the comparison that Ranganathan was drawing. What he was comparing? He was comparing the grants given to Maulvis. No, the government also gives grants to Purohits.
No. I'll tell you the larger point, Dr. Ranganathan. 1 minute. Tausif, just listen to me. Don't mislead. Don't mislead. And there's no problem if you team up with people to call out those who are hypocritical and who are trying to mislead people. So get that straight. Now, Dr. Ranganathan is trying to make this point that the government takes money from Hindu temples. This is the least they can do. ये बोल रहे हैं वो. This is the sum and substance of what he was saying. Don't cherry pick, few words here and there. Don't. Kamruzaman Chaudhary ji, would you answer what Dr. Ranganathan asked? Would this kind of language be acceptable?
No, Pranesh, listening to tonight's debate, I'm very sorry. You are playing with the sentiments of 110 crore Hindus of the country. First and foremost, Hinduism or Sanatan is not so cheap and not so small a religion to be compared with some events of other religions. And this smacks absolutely of a supremacist mindset being propagated by the RSS and the BJP. That's why I oppose. Because the way Yogi administration, the Bharatiya Janata Party and the RSS fellows have tried to project Mahakumbh as something out of context and saying that this is what Hindu nationalism is all
Sir,
about.
what
But
has
I'm
the
sorry,
Hindu nationalism got to do with the Mahakumbh? 1 minute,
But
sir,
it
1
cannot be
minute.
a-
I am giving you the opportunity, Mr. Kamruzaman Chaudhary. Why don't you put the Mahakumbh in right context? And by the way, to the first point that you made, would you say that these events are lesser events of a lesser religion? You will not. So, don't cross that line. Speak responsibly. You will not, if I tell you to take a stand, you will not be able to utter one word, sir, Kamruzaman Chaudhary. I'm telling you, sir, I'm telling you, you will not be. You know it. Our viewers know it. You think people, sir, you have to understand that people who watch are discerning viewers. 1 minute.
One second.
Now answer the question.
Pranesh, one thing, the two panelists out here, one from the BJP, Sanjeev Verma madam, and our dear friend Anandji, both of them compared the Kumbh Mela with religious events like the Hajj, Medina,
They are not.
the Vatican City,
They are
the people visiting
giving
the Kumbh Mela
examples
greater
of
than the
tragedies.
population of European countries.
No.
Wait, let me finish,
That's
please.
not true.
Let me
Kamruzaman
finish.
Chaudhary ji,
Let-
I am not allowed. Sir, ऐसे झूठ मत बोलिए.
No, Pranesh, this is not fair. No, this is not fair. That smacks of supremacist. You cannot be supremacist than my religion. My religion cannot be supreme than your religion. This is what coexistence is all about.
Kamruzaman Chaudhary, I'll tell you the words you've used. Mobilization, division, logic, FOMO, supremacy, Hindu nationalism. ये क्या है, sir? Maybe you were preparing for some other debate and now you are on this panel. Why are you doing this, sir? Dr. Ranganathan, 30 seconds, because you see, every time you speak, they say उन्होंने ज़्यादा बोला, partnership है.
नहीं, I'm sorry, मैं इनको सस्ता ओवैसी बोल रहा था. ये सस्ते Goebbels हैं, because Goebbels said the first rule of propaganda is accuse the other person what you are guilty of. Supremacists बोल रहे हैं. I repeat my question. Wherever in the world it may happen, a Hindu festival where people died, you calling it the festival of death? Simple yes and no question to the panelists there. In a Muslim festival, if people died because of the wanton disregard of the organizers, would you call it a Muslim festival of death? They don't have the guts to answer this. I did not name any festival. Why are they getting so rattled and perturbed? Because they are supremacists.
इसका कोई जवाब नहीं है. Dr. Ranganathan is asking you a direct question. Kamruzaman ji, बोल दीजिए sir, then we move on.
Listen, Mr. DeepSeek. No, basically you see the DeepSeek agent here sitting on your panel tries to link every day the Hindu religion, the supremacist mindset in the Sanatan debate with some other religion, some other countries. Doesn't have any link. We are proud of our Indian culture. Hindus are proud of their Sanatani culture. Why do these people come here and say on day in and day out that look, Muslim religion does not condemn this.
Kamruzaman Chaudhary ji, if you are really proud, then walk the talk. I want you to I want you to tell the viewers that anybody who's berated the Mahakumbh must apologize. बोलिए sir. आप बोलिए anyone who's berated the Mahakumbh must apologize, from Jaya Bachchan to Mamata Banerjee.
First and foremost, Mamata Banerjee, I have no love lost for her. I do not subscribe to her words. I fight her politically in the streets and I condemn her statement. But the arrangements that
you will condemn the statement, yet stand on the same stage.
By the BJP government and
people can see through all of this, sir. Enough of your condemning and then the show of strength, unity, whatever you want to call it, viewers. Let's move on, viewers. Let's move on. I thank some of you for joining us on debate number 1.